So if you know why it is you're at the gym, because you want to get that football scholarship to go play in college, because you want to have that nice V-taper look at the beach, because you want to see your grandchildren and be able to play and interact with them, that's going to provide you certainty. Hey guys, it's Dalton with Spot Fitness. Before we get into the video, make sure you check out the website at spot-fitness.com for any exercise accessories or apparel that you might want. But most importantly, where 50% of net profits are dedicated to exercise science research and education. Today is a continuation of the gym anxiety or gym intimidation series that we have been covering. In the first video, we kind of did an overall view of what gym anxiety is and the greatest way to solve it, which is simply just exposure or exposure therapy, which is the most effective way to solve any kind of anxiety. And then in the second video, we talked about how having a plan when going to the gym can also help to alleviate any of the anxiety that you might be feeling when you're at the gym. And that plan is just the specific exercises, the sets, and the reps that you will be performing when you go into the gym, so you're not kind of wandering around aimlessly wondering what it is that you should be doing, which can conjure a lot of anxiety within anybody new or regular to the gym. Now in this video, it's a very important one, and it's a little bit more meta, I suppose, than the previous two videos, because it's very internal. It's specific to every person. It's going to be different to every person. Going to the gym with exposure therapy, that's kind of unanimous. It can be done by all of us. Creating a plan when going to the gym, again, that is unanimous. Everybody can make a plan and go to the gym. But today, we're going to be talking a little bit about motivation, or answering the question of why it is that you're going to the gym, which can be a huge motivator and therefore something that minimizes the anxiety that you feel when you go to the gym. If you know why you're there, fundamentally you are going to feel comfortable when you are there. So each one of us starts and hopefully continues going to the gym for different reasons. Maybe you want to bench 315 really badly. You saw it in an Instagram or a YouTube video, or somebody in your weights class at high school or somebody at your gym did it, and you just decided, man, that looked freaking badass. I want to be able to bench 315. So do I, by the way. I would love to be able to bench 315. Check in with me in like a year, hopefully. Or maybe you just want to look good at the beach. You know, you want to have those wide boulder shoulders, a nice V-taper going down to a slim waist with kind of that midline in your intersection defining your abs. Who wouldn't want to look like that? You want to impress, the other boys, the other girls, whoever it is that you're attracted to, and you just want to kind of be that overall best looking physique out there. That's kind of something that, whether or not all of us want to admit, we all kind of want secretly. Or, most importantly, in my opinion, maybe you were prescribed exercise by your physician. Maybe you are kind of in middle age and you have some less than helpful dietary and exercise patterns that you've been performing over the last couple decades in your life, and it turns out that you are insulin resistant. And your primary physician said that, you need to go to the gym. You need to lose some weight. But what is important behind these reasons is wanting to have your why behind it. And I kind of touched on it when going through them individually, but I think that the why for anybody's individual reasons for being at the gym should try to be a little bit deeper than what is just at the surface level. And this gets into a very large topic of motivation that is very specific to exercise, but really motivation in general in every facet of life. And that is, again, such a nuanced topic that I am going to create a whole series about it, because not only do I find it personally interesting and applicable, but I know that a lot of other people who struggle or really go to the gym regularly would also find helpful and hopefully interesting if I do my job well enough. But again, I think when we're trying to ask ourselves why it is exactly that we're at the gym, we should try to go a little bit deeper than the surface level. So if we go back to the three examples that we already had, First, that 315 bencher. Now, it is cool to be able to load 3 plates on a barbell and shove it off your chest, but maybe the reason could be that you're a high school football player. Maybe an offensive lineman who spends a lot of their time, kind of shucking people, defensive linemen, away from themselves, and you want to create that upper body strength in order to attract recruits and be able to go to college and play football there. So that's a intrinsic kind of motivation that's going to provide you the why as to why it is that you're going to the gym. Or maybe for that guy or gal that wants to look good at the beach, it's not just to impress other people, although it could, but it's again to be overall healthier and to create this routine pattern of being, a better individual and a healthier self that is going to allow you to achieve that physique and that deeper goal of being ultimately healthier. Or lastly, and again most importantly, that person that was prescribed exercise and healthier eating by their primary care physician, you don't want to work out just because your doctor said that you should be working out. You want to have, again, a reason for it. Maybe that could be to see your grandkids one day, and not only to see your grandkids, but be able to run around and play with them and avoid the unfortunate and potentially deadly metabolic syndromes that can come with being insulin resistant. Asking these whys is critical for not only beginning a journey into the gym, but sustainability within it. If you ask yourself these whys and the reason that you come up with seems kind of superfluous, like it's just kind of idiotic, like, I'm just here so I can impress other people, or again, I'm just here because my doctor told me to. I don't really want to, but he said that I should. These are external motivators, which, again, I'm going to have a whole series dedicated to motivation in the gym. They can be helpful. Both intrinsic and external motivators can get people into the gym. There can be some nuance in terms of long-term sustainability in the gym between intrinsic and extrinsic motivating factors. Well, that's a topic for another day. But you want to make sure that you have a why behind anything that you're doing in the gym, because it's going to provide you certainty. And as we covered in the first video of this gym anxiety series, anxiety is just any kind of neurotic feelings about an imminent event that you are uncertain of. Any kind of novel experience that you haven't experienced before is what drives anxiety. So if you know why it is you're at the gym, because you want to get that football scholarship to go play in college, because you want to have that nice V-taper look at the beach, because you want to see your grandchildren and be able to play and interact with them, that's going to provide you certainty. And if you layer on that certainty, that purpose on top of the exposure that you're going to get from going to the gym on a regular basis, like we talked about in the first video, or having a plan that you already had, meditative thought and structure behind that you're going to perform while you're in the gym, if you layer these 3 things on top of each other, you are going to alleviate a ton of the anxiety that accompanies going to the gym. As I've said a couple times here now, motivation is an incredibly nuanced topic. I will have an entire series of videos dedicated to it, but I want you to walk away from this video today asking yourself and answering for yourself why it is that you're in the gym. The next time you're feeling nervous or potentially a little bit lazy and you don't want to go to the gym, remind yourself of why it is in the first place you wanted to start going. You could even kind of do like the trendy little tips or tricks to remind yourself of your why. You could write it down on a sticky note and put it on your bathroom mirror, so every day you're seeing why it is that you want to go to the gym. You could put a reminder on your phone, not only of the time that you should be going to the gym, but with a little note in there saying, remember that you want to get this football scholarship, or you want to be metabolically healthy so you can play with your grandchildren. Just little things like this paired with the exposure of already going to the gym and having a plan when you're at the gym is going to alleviate a ton of the anxiety that you might be feeling about starting your journey at the gym or continuing it. Thank you for watching, guys. Again, I'm Dalton with Spot Fitness. Let me know down in the comments why it is that you go to the gym. Do you have to remind yourself all the time, or are you kind of like me at the point where you're just intrinsically motivated and you just really freaking enjoy going to the gym and you don't need much more of a why that's deeper than that? You just want to go to the gym because you want to go to the gym. Hopefully everybody can get to that level. I know that that's not necessarily attainable for everyone. Extrinsic motivating factors can be very important in lieu of that intrinsic motivation, but again, topic for another day. Thank you for watching. See you next time.